Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Harsh Mehta. I am Customer Success Engineer in Engineering Technique. So today we are conducting a webinar on what's new in 3D Experience SolidWorks. So as you are aware about that SolidWorks every year gives some new enhancement, new workability, and new options to work your regular task and it is help you to give a particular good solutions for improve your workability, right? So as the same way in SolidWorks 2025 there are new enhancements will be there. Okay, so as you are our 3D experience users may know that in last few months we get two major updates in it, okay, which is called like our uh, solid 3D experience SolidWorks are 2025X FD01 and FD02. So we will take just basic information about what the main enhancement will be was performing that. Okay. And further that, if anyone wants any kind of all for all our 3D experience users, if you want a personalized watch new session from our side, you can contact us. We will conduct a personalized watch new session in which we will conduct a proper watch new session for your organization, and we will give you the best implementation that will be useful for your organization. Okay, so for that, let's get started in the let's get into getting into it. Okay, so basically we are focused today, we are focusing on basic informations like what is new enhancement which is helpful for you in deep diving if you want to know more about that, we will conduct a one individual session for that. Okay, so so in it, as you know that SolidWorks come up with a new enhancement with the particular any one of the user companies which implement our new enhancement in their system first and utilizing of 3D experience SolidWorks and give us a perfect examples for how to use our new enhancement. So at this time, in this time in 2025, this particular company is associated with the 3D Dassault system and created a best enhancement for 3D experience. So for that, let's directly get into it because we have some. We just have a just basic information about what the new enhancement will be there. So we are focusing on 3D experience SolidWorks. So today I am going to tell you about new feature implementation and everything. So as I said before, that every year there is new enhancement will be there, right? So as you know that this is just a few months is passed away. So further implementations and further improvements will become further, but we are just discussing about FD01 and FD02. So in this, basically, SolidWorks is divided. I'm dividing this total webinar in now two sections. One is SolidWorks Desktop, and other one is the SolidWorks X Design. SolidWorks X Design we will do the particular webinar will be conduct further. Okay, today we are focusing on SolidWorks Desktop. So basically, what the main implementation and enhancement in SolidWorks Desktop we will going and see through that. So in this particularly, I just come up with the few particular aspects. Mainly, we are focusing on 3D experience desktop module. So for a 3D experience SolidWorks CAD oriented, we have a basic enhancement in drawing in user experience parts collaboration is what as all the 3D experience users might we know that it is cloud based services, right? So in that you have a particular cloud services also which is help you to manage your data in it, and for data collaboration there are some implementation and enhancement in this too. So for that you can manage your data properly and give you the best possible support for you. Okay, and the last one is rendering. I just take a small amount of rendering portion, so it will helpful for you if you are using 3D experience sort of visualize. Okay, so let's get into it. So first we are focusing on drawing. Okay, so basically, what we are seeing here is automatically there are some features which is implemented improved in our drawing method of creating drawing. It is like main focus of this implementation updatation is like to improve your workability. So first thing is automatic drawing generation. These is just the points I am just describing here. It is just our agenda. I will show you the particular example for that, and I will explain that to you also. So first is automatic drawing generation, which is a reduced time of documentation part on assemblies. Okay, second is pattern bomb. If we are BOM, we are creating BOM. So there is one option which is showing the particular flatted BOM, which is display the quantity of the components. I will explain that to you in next further slides. Okay, display state bounds filter occurrently represent the display state of the BOMs, and family table. It is like creating a configuration table here, so that the part particularly derived in and we can see the how many configuration is created with the particular part. Okay, so first of all, it is automatic drawing generation. So as we can see here, the particular assembly is open. We selected assembly and particular parts. And in the second option, we select the auto generation. In auto generation, we just apply the command to the system, and it will show in the particular task manager that is this particular drawing is created. So it is enhance our workability and reduce time consumption of the users to create individual drawing in anything. We can just basic editing in the particular view location and bomb VOM location in that, and otherwise everything will be generated as per the predefined templates. For that, basically what we are doing that it particularly created by particularly task scheduler over things and doing things, but in particular feature, it is created automatically. In second way, in flatten bomb, next topic in a flatten bomb, it is as I explained that it is going to display the total quantity of the component. So let's see how it will work. Just a minute. Okay, so when we are creating particular bomb for any presented assembly, there are multiple options in bomb type that part only intend, and there is one other option is created which is flatten bomb. In this particularly, the total component of total number of component will be shown here. So it is very much helpful for the users to identify how many numbers of component is particularly used in a total assembly, right? So it is helpful for that. Okay, so it is the same thing that we are creating particularly intent and open the flatten bomb. So in this option, we can see the particular numbers of quantity will be changed. Second is display states bomb filtering. It is occurred the represented display state in bombs. Okay, so if we are particularly in a like it is associated with the display state. So as we are opening one bomb for the particular assembly. So when we created particular bomb for the assembly and we generated the bomb, and then we open the configuration, we change the display state, and the bomb will be automatically changed from according to the display state. So it is particularly used in particular if so many users are know that we are creating multiple CAD files and vertical as per the requirement we create a particular display state also. So according to that, BOM will be automatically updated. Okay, so next is family tables. What is family tables is, as I explained before, like it is basically a configuration data, uh, table of configuration data. So as you can see here, this particular part is created and there is 4 different configuration is created. Okay, so now we are making a drawing for this. Okay, I'm just selecting this and now in the table form, there is a family table. In this particular family table, the particular table is generated and we can see the particular configuration and the configuration table is useful for the to convey the message that how in particular part how what is the config what are the configuration and what the difference in it. Okay, as per you as per we say as we can see that the dimension is different here and uh, part number is also different. So according to that, this particular table is created. This particularly main enhancement in our drawings. Okay, after that we are focusing on user experience. Okay, so in user experience there are multiple enhancement is updated in last 2 updates. First is simplified user interface. Second is reload from server, component displacement, and unplanned offline mode. I will going to explain this same way. Okay. Then also enhancement command search, added pin of filter and chamfer feature command, and created square from the rectangle commands. So as we used our SolidWorks so many times, we know that SolidWorks is a user-friendly software for you. So there is SolidWorks always allow user to create their own way to create some shortcuts and create some command manager according to the users like habit and they how they are comfortable to using it. For that, we are normally using particularly any kind of like mouse gestures and use the shortcuts and to create to enhance our workability and in design kits in CAD design. So simplify user interface. So it is now created as we know that particularly when we create any kind of a part or any kind of assembly, we open it. So we know that particularly command manager is created, open it, and there is multiple commands will be there, and in the particular options there are so many commands will be there, right? So to simplify that, to in a better understanding, for example, this is particularly assembly. In this particular assembly, we open a view, we go into a view, and in view there is a workspace, and first option is simply a simplified interface. So simplified interface is what just it is like compress all the command managers and created one basic assembly tools in which we have a basic tools which is particularly requirement for the particular assembly like insert component, move component, and so on. Measure is also there, and as per the requirement we can use it from here. Okay. Also, we in same way when we create any kind of a part of open the part of the that. So there is also a basic tool modeling simplified command is created, right? In basically what we do if we create any kind of part, so we started from sketch and open and giving a particular feature like extrude cut and fillet and everything is there. So and in evaluate some portion will be we will use oftenly like measure and mass properties. So it is also there. So it is trying to give you the basic idea like it is converting a total command manager in a easiest way. So the main hand-on features will be there to use. So it is very useful for the user to directly open and using particular features. We don't need to create every time we want to open multiple commands and open it. Reload from server. Some many times it happens that we grab the part and we create some particularly changes in that, and after sometimes we know that we need to like reload some application reload the part again. So it is now reload from server option is there, like we directly reload the particular part from the server, and by reloading that, the three different options will be there. As per the requirement, we can reload it. Okay, so as we can say, the particular changes will be reduced and it is reloaded. Component displacement, easy to spotted, easy to spot and undo the large displacement in here. It is a particularly UI. I keep it in a UI because it is particularly give you the warning message that in a large assembly, the two part have a displacement is component displacement is happening. So what will be happen? Like if we open particularly assembly, we just display this and some form from the main assembly. So the particular pop-up come out and it will show you the show us that the component moved long distance from the assembly. So sometimes it happens that particularly in assembly there is possibility that main part some of part can be redisplaced relocated in other areas, so that at that time it is difficult for us to identify the particular part is where, and this particular notification will guide us that particular displacement is happen and we can undo it. So the part will be get back to the original position again. So this particularly enhancement is helpful for us. Okay, so this particular now coming further, like some of the main enhancement will be coming forward. So in like FD02, the some implement the updates will be there and was there, and we used it in a different way. So mainly unplanned offline mode is what, like sometimes we face at every, like some of our 3D experience users may face that there is some connectivity issue on ongoing process and there is possibility that they are not able to reconnect the SolidWorks again. But in particular new update, they continue productivity working in 3D experience SolidWorks even if the internet connection is lost. If you lose the internet connectivity, just to simply save your work and restart the 3D experience SolidWorks will be automatically restart in offline mode. Okay, so it is very helpful for us. If we lose our connectivity, it is going to offline mode automatically, so we did not need to like worry about our work and process for it. So it is new enhancement which is coming FD02. So this is one of them. Next one is enhanced command search. So as we know that as I was discussed that SolidWorks allows users to create their own way to create shortcuts and everything. So in particularly enhanced in command search, they enhance one thing that if as we know that if we are searching any command, we simply use Control S and open in some search command. We need to specify the particular thing to search the particular command. Now in command search, there is in settings, there is one option is here like search terms. In this search terms, we can use our native words or anything, our any kind of a code or anything, which is now help us to search our particular command easily. Like we just create here upload thing for opening drawing. So now in search command, we just write upload, which is not a kind of a particular creator like shortcut in SolidWorks, but it is like a shortcut created by us. And we created particular shortcut word for a particular command feature. So it will helpful for us to create our own command searching commands for the SolidWorks. Same way, multi-languages design table support. So many times it happens that particularly for mainly MNC and all that they are like sharing parts and documents to the other region and other like they are sharing their data to the other countries also. So many times they are like sometimes it happens that particularly column headers are in a particular language. So now it is we can able to translate the column header from according to our particular language selection in our system. So as you get a particular table, design table or any kind of a table you can get. So every day the table will be supported in multiple languages. Okay, mainly it is used for most of some of the major companies. They can use it. Manage file iteration comments. So what is it? As I said before that now we are moving into 3D experience SolidWorks. It is giving you the collaborative, particularly managing data area which is managed in our cloud. So as you know, as of some of your users might be know that they are creating particular PLM system backend in the cloud, so we can manage our data. It is reducing the particularly uh, creating revision of multiple CAD files in a same name, and it is reducing the creating the so just a minute. Yeah, it is reduce our creating trash data again and again. So it is one of the implement update in it, that when we create a particular version of a part, so there is when we try to save it in the modification, they will ask us the particular pop-up in which it will ask that particular keep the previous iteration and iteration comments. If we creating the particular iteration and iteration comments, this particular data will be generated. Okay, so before we releasing and the proper assembly task completed, we can open this iteration. We can identify what the changes we have done and which different changes we apply to the particular part. So this will help us to maintain our part versions and creating the managed file iteration comments. Next, in save physical products in this, as we know that as we are collaborative with 3D Experience SolidWorks, when we start our collaboration with 3D Experience platform, it will start to create our configuration according to the 3D Experience platform management. So in this, they are creating, if we create a part and we generate we create in configuration also, it is creating configuration CAD family. Okay, at that time, configuration CAD family is what it is creating, particularly CAD families, and particularly when we need to create a particular configuration as a other part, it will now able to save in a physical product. Okay, so now so many times it happens that we don't able to create a particular individual part for same name and again. But if we want to create a particular parts configuration as a different physical product, so we can directly save it from here. Now option is there. Okay, now save as a new, and the particular associated in original CAD family, the part will be saved in a particular 3D experience platform space. In next, as a recent file form activity tenant, this is particularly the users for who are using different tenant for their particular uh, like data management and SolidWorks. They are using different tenants. So there are sometimes it happens that if using multiple tenants, it is sometimes difficult to understand the particular which file is saved in which tenant. So at that time, the particularly person can use the change the tenant from their directly 3D experience pen here in directly SolidWorks, and they get to access all the recent files from that. So it is very helpful to manage multiple tenants in our recent file documents in the SolidWorks. Now it is support for a smart component on 3D Experience platform also. In collaborative cloud data management, as we know that we create some like SolidWorks smart component pre-qualified group and part to create a feature that can be easily placed within the design, right? So now when it is inserted into the assembly, it automatically bring along the associated component and features, eliminating the need of manual adding of each item. So smart component is there now in supported in 3D experience platform. Okay, so now we can save our particular smart component in 3D experience cloud and associated component and features saving into the it is reducing our time and effort to get the particular component, and from directly smart component management, we can grab the particular part. So this is basically, I include this in a user experience. So we can improve our workability with the 3D experience cloud and directly create a particular use in our regular workability that and enhance our works. With that, there is some part oriented enhancement also. Okay, so in this particularly uh, as we know that particularly SolidWorks gives so many enhancement in a whole year. So now just two updates will was there, right? So upcoming two updates, we are expecting more features and everything will be updated. But right now this particular update, there is some basic enhancement in the part modeling. So first is edge flange oriented enhancement is there, library feature oriented, and streamline design creation. In edge flange, okay, I'm just going to explain this particularly to you. Okay, and these two are upcoming. Also, these two enhancement also there to pick the fillet and chamfer command and create a square from rectangles. So what are is doing? What are they doing? Like as we created a flange, just yeah. So as we know that we created, we using so many times a sheet metal, and in sheet metal we have basic fundamental that we need to use a specific size of a sheet only. So when we created particular sheet, it is allow us to create a flange. Okay, so in edge flange there is one option is up to the vertex. So in this particular enhancement, the particularly in this particular way to create a flange, it is specified to the till up to the particular vertex only. So as we created this and we select the particular vertex, the all edge flange will be created till that particular. Just yes, it will be created particularly to the that vertex only. It will be limited this particular component to that vertex only. Okay, this will help us to create a particular sheet metal part to the particular if we have our component to be this particular size, as we know that particular size is matters. So according to that, we can use this feature. Library feature, we include now dim expert dimension in the library feature. So normally what will happen when we create any kind of feature into our library. So there is when we are creating particular feature to our design library, there is now option is now able to include the embedded dimension there. So it is helpful for us also to identify particular way to create a, if we are going to use this particular feature again, so we have a particular dim expert dimension will be there. Okay, so we can directly create that particular design library here also. And now we are, and when we apply particular bold circle in a particular area, so the dim expert will be there. So it is very useful for us to understand the particular dimension for that, and we can use the specific dimension design library part to, so we can implement that. Streamline design creation. Now, what will happen when we create a 3D experience oriented part? It is help us to create a and new part. So we need to in this we can predefine particularly title of the part and description if we want to give any kind of a description that what kind of part we are creating, and it is predefined. So when we create a new part with 3D experience, so we can directly create a particularly give a description and make any kind of options in it and choose the particular name for them. Now we can create particular part, and all the data will be saved in a particular name wise in our 3D space. Yes. So this is the main like collaborative way enhancement is there. Okay, so now we were discussing about adding the pin and fillet and chamfer feature command. Okay, so as we know that as we use multiple commands to create any kind of changes in a design, so we need to open it or we need to fix it. Sometimes in chamfer and fillet we have it is happened that every time we need to close that and we need to reopen that to create that. So now the pin feature will be applied here, and now we can just pin it particular command we apply in multiple areas in which edges or in which area we need to in which, what corner we need to apply fillet or chamfer, and then we can release it. So it is very helpful for us to keep the particular command on. This one is useful for us. So many of us, like as we are facing that particular, if we create a any rectangular part or square part, so there is possibility that every time we need to open that, create it, and after that we need to give the particular relation to create a square particularly, otherwise some dimension will be different and anything. So now the particularly shift f when we created a rectangle, and now f as we create a particular shift and drag it, it will create particular square with the remaining with the relation of all the sides which either automatically applied particular relation to with each other slice and created particular square. So this particular enhancement will be improve our workability. This particular enhancement will be help us for you for us to create our reduce time consumption and create the parts easily. Now we are going through the collaboration. What is collaboration? Collaboration is as we are discussing for 3D Experience SolidWorks. So as we know that it is collaborative with the 3D Experience platform. So it is particular this particular enhancement will be explain what new enhancement come up with the 3D Experience platform to create in our CAD lab CAD files. So here deformable component will be saved in our particularly 3D experience platform. Now it is particularly option will be there that we can select the particular parts form which is like it is rigid form or deformable form. We can directly create a cut list in a 3D experience platform of any kind of structure will be there. So we can create a cut list in a 3D experience platform. Change action stamping, we will explain that to you. We can apply particularly change actions from directly PLM, real-time PLM properties updated in the drawing. Design iteration, as I said, that seamlessly capture the evaluate our design. So design iteration will be there. Connecting with peers, it is like one more basically a connected way enhancement will be there. Like we can connect with the other users and we can like communicate in that. Okay, share package and share step file 424. It is now available in 3D Experience. So now we will see what the main enhancement. Okay, so as we open this particular part, so now we open particularly option in it. So now we can select the particular file. It is and we can like save it as a rigid, as a deformable or deformed. So we can directly save this particular geometry can be transformed from this way, and we directly save this part and the part will be open in any assembly and that. So we can select it from here and we can change the particular property from here, like it is deformable or deformed. So now we just open it, and for the particular SolidWorks content area, we can open like directly change this file. Okay, so we can here like bifurcate this particular file that it is before deformed or deformed. Okay, using as we and it will be give the particular variation that in release engineering that it is particular part is deformed created from which way, and the old relation and application is there. Okay, so we can use we can see the both the relation with the particular parts, so we can use it here. Now in our next 3D experience cut list is there. Okay, so when we created weldment parts, yes, as we were using before that cut list, we can create it by our own. Now we can create a cut list directly in 3D experience. So now we can save it here. Publish the cut list items. We can select it here when we are saving the particular file in 3D experience. And after we get all the option, we just save the particular part in 3D experience platform, and the weldment structure is published there as a cut list form, and we can see the all the list is ready in 3D experience cloud. So now as we are going further, like SolidWorks 3D experience is giving the best like data management as we need as a design engineer and as a CAD users, that so many things will be identified by 3D experience also, and we it will provide us the facility as we need. Okay, now this is a change action stamping. In change action stamping in real-time PLM properties updated in drawing. So as we can see, the particularly in a particularly title block, there is particular area is empty. Now we can open our change execution part and we just approve it. We change here PLM state now, and it is like updated here that particular the person who created, who checked it, the engineer who approved it, and manufacturing approval on which time particularly it is this task is done. So we directly update that particular 3D experience oriented data in particular drawing. So it is helpful for us also that if we create particular file and transfer it to our in our association and in our organization, they will get the data directly from drawing that what change in which day the proper changes will be was happening. Okay, in design iteration, as we discussed that we can capture evaluation in our of our design. So in iteration, we just open the balloons, we create a balloons here. Okay, we save our component like particularly as assembly drawing here, and now in a particularly on unlock file and keep our previous iteration here and lock on. So we keep our older version of iteration here, and we create one another iteration here. So when we open particularly assembly roles, we can see the particular component will be there, and we can replace it from here. So in that way, we create particular iteration of the assembly, and we applied in our drawing also. Connecting with peers in it, as we discussed that it is now in ongoing process. Now is now to connect with anyone in this time is very easy. Now so many of us are taking like directly taking help from our other fellows and give any update about it. So now it is now 3D experience is allow us to like connect with the 3D experience user forum. Now here we can create any kind of questions, any kind like if we need, if we are having any like trouble of anything or anything, we need to ask for someone, any other user who can using the like facing these things, or they can help you. So we can directly connect with them in a SolidWorks user forum, and they will like all the multiple users from different ways, they are able to connect with you and they will help you for a particular way. Share and package, as we are focusing on like the main agenda, like we are facing that to sharing particular files is most important thing in nowadays to create a less repetition of work of creating files and all. So now we can directly share the package of SolidWorks assembly export package. Exports package will allow you to create particularly assembly as a package and share it with the other users. Okay, now we open it, and for edit, we just select a particular purpose and export that. Uh, In this export, we can create a particular batch of particular part, and we share it with the user who can give a particularly uh, will allow us to give a particular feedback on that. So it is helpful for us. Share step file 242 now 3D experience or from 3D experience share, we can directly share particularly data in now PMI data quickly and securely. So same way as we shared, as we now applying particular task to share our files. Okay, so now we are sharing particular files with the particularly DIM expert in it, and now we are choosing particularly file type, and now the particularly step file 424 will be able to share with the another vendors or another user. Okay, so in particular way that we can particularly provide data as particularly keep in this particular format. It is now helpful for us to transfer step file 424 with the 3D experience slides. 3D experience 2025. SolidWorks 3D experience SolidWorks 2025. Uh, okay, now in the collaboration way, this particular enhancement is there. Yeah, there are so many other enhancement is happening in our 3D experience cloud, but as we know that we are mostly focusing on CAD and everything, so that it is keep it in another form, another way. If I will request you, if any one of user want to know the particular all the enhancement in detail, just get back to us. We will conduct one particular watch new session for you, like as the in this particular in that we can just directly address you according to your need. We will give you the best enhancement, will explain to the your whole organization and whole team. So in rendering, there is there is two to three main updates is there, like first is bouquet control, and the second is DS PBR updates and boost for connect. So what are there? This is basically additional way to create a rendering image of the any component. So as we know that we are using 3D, SolidWorks Visualize for create any kind of rendering image. So this particular enhancement is particularly on 3D experience Visualize. So what will happen? There is, as you know that Visualize is totally one of the individual application for rendering image. It will give you the best viewing rendering render. It will give you the best performance in rendering images. Now bouquet control is what, like as we know that we create particularly in a we normally see in our particularly product photography that some effects will be applied here. So now in a bouquet effect, we give you particularly like this particular way, we create a bouquet effect. We can change the blade count, we can change the focal distance, and we can create create our particular image some differently, so it will like enhance the look of the particular component. So it is like mainly created a bouquet effect. As we know that with the requirement, sometimes we create particularly standardized, particularly visualized effect we need sometimes, because the particular part should be looked as real as it is. So that's in that time we use particularly format of SD PBR updates way. So in it particularly, this will help you to create a basic surface finish of the particular component, or we can apply it in another background also. So there are some thin film and transferability control is here now. So as we open it and apply particular parts, so now we can directly open appearance type. We can select a particular DS PBR mode, and thin film, we apply that particularly here. and it will enhance the appearance of the particular part, and it is look as particularly like as the real part appearance. It will be doing looking in particular in this particular visualized directly. We can change a background color also if the particular component is there, and we change the particularly transparency. So we can change it here, and we can change the particularly color variation also. Like we need to change, and we like as per our requirement we can change it. It is like mainly we are focusing on us like total CAD productivity, like for particularly in particular part modeling also, assembly also. And now as per this now era, in new era, we need to focus on our marketing also. So this will help you to create particularly part viewing experience. And this particular difference we can see here, that particular part is now like this particular rod is now applied thin film surface control, and the background will be applied particular tooling. So this will improve our render image quality, and improve our workability also. Boost for 3D for connected now. As we know that particularly 3D experience visualize is now have a boost option also. Now in 3D experience boost we can enhance the some workability more than regular visualize. So this particularly boost state, it will apply some more power and more ability to create particular image rendering selection. So it is option will be opt here, and we can create more clear and accurate image from that. Now, in particular, this enhancement, we can randomly random position, rotation, and scaling of the scene elements. So we can directly open particular scene elements, and we can open it and like relocate it, and we can directly control their location from this particular control area. It is like particularly created. Create more dynamic and realistic rendering with the ability to randomize the placement, scale, and rotation of the group of models. So we can directly select multiple product at the same time, and we can reposition them and create a more realistic view of their placement from their placements. In mainly support the denoise for CPU rendering mode. Now this will help us to like manage our denoise level for rendering purpose. As we know that if we creating high quality rendering image, so there is some we can say that image noise is there, like some that clarity may differ according to that. So to improve our particular workability, and that as we know that this particular rendering may consume so much power of our CPU and as well as GPU. So we can like manage this from here. So we can create our like we can like this is basically help you to reduce the taking power of CPUs at those. So we can create our like image more realistically, and from here we can arrange that. The high quality rendering fast and fewer pass, it will be able to ability to able the denoise in a CPU rendering mode. In addition to the render mode availability mode, previously the denoise was supported in a several render mode, but CPU but not in CPU render mode. Okay, so now it is with this enhancement, anyone can take advantage of denoise and quickly produce the uh, compiling compiling the particular render. In it particularly, why we are considered this also in our enhancement, like what's new session, because we are as we get to know that so many of our users are going to use particularly visualize 3D experience visualize for their rendering purposes, and for that this particular enhancement will be helpful for us also to create a best user experience. So this is particularly 1 hour webinar over that. So I keep it particularly basic summary of what's new in this particular two new updates, all the 3D in our 3D experience. So in detailed explanation, there are so many other updates was there, like there are so many updates in our platform abilities, our 3D experience platform, and give so good information, good updates in it, so to keep our data management very easy and smooth. So if any of us want to know more about it, you can contact us. We can create particular we can generate one what's new session for individually for you. So this is mainly total summary of FD0 what's new in SolidWorks 3D experience SolidWorks FD01 and FD02. Now further enhancement will be coming up in further updates. Till then, this particular is basic. This particular area is basic summary of what's new in 2025. Till then, yes. So yes, with the time concern, we keep it very summarized and quick. If we need any kind of a detail we need, we can update it from our social media side and give you the particular practical orientation also for that. Yes. Okay. So that's it from my side. Anyone have any questions in that? So as we are okay, so if there is no questions, I will just go up to my first screen. I will give you particularly this particular screen here. So if anyone have any kind of a question or anything, you can mail me on my mail ID. So we can give you particular resolution for any kind of issue you are facing, or anything you want to know about 3D experience SolidWorks or any further requirements. You can mail me on this and we can conduct particularly session for you. Okay, so if there is no other questions will be there, so we can just wrap up our session here. For further details and further enhancement, we will get back to you from any other webinar, and we will try to contact you, connect with you, and create one like another informative sessions for you also. Thank you. Thank you for joining.